What if I told you that something extremely interesting happens throughout your body when you stop masturbating? We all know that masturbation has a significant impact on us from head to toe, especially when it's excessive. But the impact from quitting is usually not talked about enough. So that's why we're covering the topic today. Let's begin. You physically react. The effects of masturbation aren't just psychological. In nature, our bodies are keeping score, too. It's almost like a domino effect. Taking a break from masturbation can trigger the body in unpredictable ways. But how? It depends. Quitting masturbation affects male and female anatomy differently. Let's start with male anatomy. Sperm isn't just chilling in there like it's on vacation from Pornhub. Your body is usually reabsorbing it and, in some cases, releasing it too. This release can come in the form of a nocturnal emission, aka wet dream. Research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows that guys who go longer without releasing are more likely to get these midnight surprise parties. Translation: if you won't clear the shelves, your body will. For those with female anatomy, the changes are more subtle. Regular masturbation or sexual activity keeps the blood flowing to the pelvic region, which contributes to overall pelvic health and even improves relaxation. But what happens when you take a break? You could experience mild pelvic tension and even mood swings. However, no need to stress. It's not harmful, and usually it's just the body's way of reminding us that it's been a while. Sexual activity isn't a requirement to stay healthy. There are plenty of other ways to increase relaxation and decrease stress in the body. It's just a matter of what works for you. Always remember that it might rewire your brain. Masturbation triggers the release of dopamine and other feel-good hormones into the brain's reward system. So, taking a break from it will naturally create a ripple effect throughout our brain and body, for better or for worse. The truth is, masturbation has its fair share of benefits, such as better quality sleep, improved mood, stress relief, among other benefits. So, when you abruptly stop, your brain might feel like you just pulled the plug on something. You might experience sudden feelings of stress, irritability, and even crave the feeling of masturbation, almost as if you're experiencing withdrawal. But this also depends on how often you were masturbating in the first place. For instance, a study conducted in 2021 found that people who actively avoided masturbation entirely were more likely to have stronger urges than those who didn't, which is not surprising. Our brains have a funny way of telling our bodies we're craving something, and the more we try to suppress it without addressing it, our brains go from telling us to screaming at us when it reaches its breaking point. Just something to keep in mind. Focus or frustration. The benefits of quitting masturbation are up in the air and riddled in myths. The nofap movement online claims it improves focus, willpower, and even motivation. But there's really no concrete research or evidence that proves quitting masturbation has any real benefit. In fact, it can even make things worse too. Cut off masturbation abruptly, especially if you're struggling with addiction. Like we mentioned earlier, abruptly quitting masturbation and trying to avoid it altogether can actually make your urges more intense, increase stress, and hurt your overall mental health. This is why consulting a mental health and medical professional is critical when you're struggling with your mental health, whether it's due to masturbation or anything else, because they can properly guide you and make recommendations in your best interest. With that being said, societal and cultural norms can perpetuate feelings of guilt and shame when it comes to masturbation and sex, which often results in worse mental health outcomes. There's no shame in masturbating or sex, and approaching these topics with empathy, openness, and understanding helps us destigmatize these topics and support those who could be struggling. Whether you continue masturbating or decide to take a break, it's entirely up to you. But if you need a second opinion, please reach out to a qualified medical or mental health professional. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. They always generate an insightful discussion. Thanks so much for watching our video, and as always, take care. You deserve it.